Do you have a podcast? Are you making money from it? Now, Wambui Chege is a podcaster in the country, and he talks to a reporter, Brian Mwenda, on how to make money from the new form of media. Take a look.
So today we want to talk about commercializing your podcast. Are you already commercializing yours?
Yes, I am. At least I think I'm getting some advertisements from here and there, from friends, from referrals. So I think so far my podcast is doing okay.
Fair enough. How many episodes have you produced so far?
26.
How do I attain the levels, the heights of being that podcast that is being looked out for by advertisers? For example, when you look at the consistency, when you look at the interactions of your audience and you as a host, what are they looking out for and how do I reach there?
How good do you relate to their product? How do you relate with your audience? The number, you know, the number is also important because, as I've just said, as in like, they're all looking for somebody like how many people will you influence for them to come and buy our product from us?
Do you think, for the longest time that you've been doing a podcast, do you think the Kenyan audience is ready for podcasts?
I think so far so good because for now, I think ever since like Corona started, you know, so many people have ventured now into podcasting because so many people who are so used to newspapers, you know, those other sources of information and media. Some people are now ready because, I mean, people listen to our podcast and that is a good start. And I believe like maybe a few years from now, people will now take it as part of media now.
Fair enough. You say it's an addition to media. Do you think it's an alternative or it's a direct competition to radio?
It's now starting to be more of a competition because, you know, now people are like, because example now, Brian, maybe you have a show in radio and then, you know, like now when you go to do a show in radio, like it will just end there, you know, after the show, like that is it. But then when someone goes to like maybe search for your podcast, or rather they just go to the internet and then they search for Hideout Podcast, they'll find that my episode is there and, you know, it has been recorded and they can just save it. Even if they're online, they can listen to my podcast anywhere, anytime, you know. So I think this is it's more of an online radio because it's a series, you know. A podcast is a series of spoken word that they have been recorded, so like a listener can just listen to it anytime.
Thank you, Wambui, for creating time. My name is Brian Mwenda.